Hola, hello, good afternoon, I think. So I've decided that I am going to go on a little adventure. So I'm going to go from my Airbnb up here in this awesomely cool place. And I'm going to walk or hike into Quimbaya. It's going to be hot and humid. I have no data or Wi-Fi. So we'll see what happens. I'm actually in search of a bank. So I have no pesos. So I'm kind of leaving it all up to fate. But this is part of the adventure and I'm kind of looking forward to it. So we'll check in later. So apparently there's some sort of a storm here or something, and they got a lot of washout right here, so they have this very narrow road here. It's like a temporary path. Talked to a couple of people who were trying to find their way around too, but anyway, interesting. This is a cocoa finca, chocolate farm. You have tours here. You can come here and see how they process these humongous cocoa beans or pods. They're huge, the seeds. And this is where we went yesterday to a coffee finca. Learned a quite intricate process of picking the coffee beans, grinding, roasting. It's actually quite interesting. This is the coffee finca or farm where we were yesterday. Came in. Look at the bananas with the plantains they're harvesting. Yeah, here's a tip. As in many areas of the world, there may not be a lot of shoulder room or definitely not sidewalks in the more rural areas. So when you see the cars and especially the motorbikes, there are a lot of motorbikes, the best thing you can do is simply pull over and just step off the road, let them pass, because I don't think they're too concerned about giving you a lot of space, so you just gotta be very careful. Hello, buddy. Hello there. You just So I love, no matter where I am, this is my first time in South America, first time in Colombia, and not so much in Bogota, but here in Armenia, outside of Armenia, Hollandia, Quimbaya, where I'm heading now. I really enjoy getting off the beaten path and exploring. Look at that. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see that pig over there? Just hanging out. I don't know how. I don't think I should go to a pig, but anyway. Yeah, okay, so here's another tip. I don't have data, something to do with my carrier. No biggie. I don't have Wi-Fi right now, obviously. So what I did was, I went on Google Maps when I did have Wi-Fi. I downloaded a map of where I'm going so that I can access it offline. So a little bit of pre-planning and thinking ahead, but it's kind of making it more exciting. So again, just kind of be aware of your surroundings. Some of these vehicles are electric and they don't make a lot of noise. See what I mean? How close they get to you? But I don't really blame them. I'm on a blind curve, so that's why it's best just to stop and get off the road. So here's another cool thing that I'm learning by simply experiencing. I filtered a little bit of information from my son, who's fluent in Spanish. So through osmosis, I kind of gather little tips here and there. So one thing I've just discovered, you're walking, and especially the motorbikes, one goes by you. If you simply nod your head or, you know, a little wave of the hand, they'll acknowledge you. Their way of saying hello is to acknowledge you with a little toot on the horn. And I think that's pretty cool. Everybody here is so friendly. I feel completely safe. Okay, one thing I've noticed where I've been in Bogota, and then here outside of Armenia, Finlandia, this area. One thing I've noticed is a lot of security, and I don't know, I don't think it's for current reasons. I think it's maybe some holdover from some unrest from previous, maybe in the 90s or something. I need to do a little research of my history. But everywhere you go, even though the people are incredibly friendly and nice, and like I said, I feel I feel completely safe here. So that's very important to understand. But there is a lot of security, so not sure if it's just a holdover from previous times when there may have been civil unrest or something, but maybe I'll try and look into that. If you happen to know the reason, leave a comment. Let me know. I'm always wanting to learn wherever I go. Okay, so I believe I'm entering the quick little outskirts of Quimbaya, and I believe I have a little less than 1 kilometer to where I hope to be, which is near an ATM and a mercado or tienda. Get something to eat. All right, a little bit of information that I have gleaned about transportation around here. Number one, even in the small towns or cities, I would avoid renting a car, much less a motorbike or even a bicycle. I don't have the skills to navigate these roads, honestly. But there are other alternatives. There are, of course, there's Uber in certain areas, there's taxis. More out in the rural areas, they have what they call wheelies, which quite simply are Jeeps retrofitted to accommodate people. And what they'll do is they will simply slow down. You kind of wave them down, they'll slow down, and you simply hop on. And so you'll see these wheelies kind of riding around with a lot of people just kind of hanging on by a strap. And apparently it's extremely economical and a good way to get from short distances. So I haven't tried one yet. I might. Okay, so I'm entering Quimbaya, and just because of the traffic, my head is going to be on a swivel. I'm seriously going to just be watching and being very careful where I'm walking, and this looks like an awesome place. Hola. In fact, when I come back, I might stop off here. Maybe they have a cerveza. I have found that in these nice rural areas, a simple smile, a simple hola is all you need. My favorite phrase, of course, is lo siento, yo hablo no español. And I've also learned that instead of saying buenos dias, they just keep it short here, and it's just buenos. You go by buenos, hola, you smile, you wave, and everybody's friendly. Okay, today is Sunday. I believe it's Domingo. I'm not sure. Yeah, Domingo. I believe, I'm not certain. I think this is a church service going on, which is awesome. I'm not going to bother them.
¿Sabe quién es el Dios del diablo? El Dios nuestro. El diablo no manda somos. Por esa razón, cuando los bendigo, uy, ya me voy a dar un golpe de estado. Permítame personificarlo, Dios haciendo como el... Y entonces el que no lo quiso conocer en la gloria.
Hola, pues. Okay, so I'm on Carrera 7, and I'm looking for street number 15, Cali. That's where I'm at. Okay, so this is cool. Apparently here, when when you need an ATM, of course, for safety reasons, a lot of times the ATM will be inside of an enclosure that you can lock the door behind you, which actually makes so much sense, just simply because there's so many people around, and you might feel a little bit nervous about taking out pesos from an ATM out on the street. So this is nice. Okay, so I'm locked in this little room where I can access an ATM, and let's just kind of go through the process. I know a lot of people want to know how to access cash money through their ATM, so I'm going to go through the process here. Alright, I've inserted my card. It's going to read it. I'm going to pick English, and of course withdraw. And of course you'll see these amounts, they look quite like it's a lot, but it is not. The currency exchange is about 4,000 pesos to $1 US. And look, I have wasted time by talking, canceled the transaction, and I have to start over. Okay, so I'm going to shut up now and get this done. Alright, I got some pesos from ATM machine. When you're doing this, make sure the ATM machine is connected to an actual bank, not a standalone ATM. That's just good information. Beautiful area. I'm in a park. Got a little bit of cash, so now I'm going to walk back, but I'm going to walk around here. I feel, again, very safe. I'm going to actually try and poke my head into this cathedral here. And then I'll head back, and maybe on the way back I'll have a cerveza and maybe something to eat. Okay, I'm just sitting here having a beer at a little cafe or bar, and it costs 7,500 pesos, which is $1.82 US. So definitely not expensive here. Another thing I've learned is that there is a no open carry regulations here. You can actually buy a cerveza and take it with you and walk around drinking it. So pretty cool. Hey, just wandered into a little market here, and look at the great fruits. I'm gonna try some of this stuff. A little bit hungry. Might pick up something. Muchas gracias. Okay, I have been to the market. I have stopped off and had a quick beer and the nice little bar, cafe, and went to an ATM, got some more pesos, and bought a little souvenir for my wife off of a street vendor, which is cool. And now I'm walking back. I'll probably end up doing about 8 kilometers in this little hike, but it was so worth it. I love just getting out, walking if possible, and exploring all that I can. So right now I'm just trying to get back before the rain starts, because it looks like it's about to start. One thing I've noticed, I have seen scooters and motorbikes carrying dogs and toddlers, and it's just amazing to me how the city really gets around on these scooters and motorbikes. Pretty cool. I'd probably do the same thing. I don't think I would own a car. But anyway, so we'll see in a couple of kilometers. Okay, I think I've escaped the rain here. Got this 1 kilometer trek up this rather steep hill. But that's about it. I feel good. Had a couple of empanadas, cerveza, some quiet time. So yeah, it was a good day. Okay, I'm feeling some raindrops, but it doesn't matter. As long as it doesn't start lightning. Getting wet, a little rain on you ain't gonna hurt you. Birds are out, still singing, which makes me think that maybe the rain's a little ways away. All right, look at that. All right, definitely think it's gonna rain, but that's okay. Crossing over this little bridge again. Looks like half of it got washed away, and they're getting by with what they can, a small 1-lane road. I'm gonna go up that steep hill to the right, up past that house, and further up. So for the next, I don't know, half a kilometer, it's gonna be really steep. Look at that water, it's so nice. Okay, so I didn't miss the rain, but like I said, it's okay. It's like a nice tropical shower that'll probably be over in 10 minutes. Got a little bit ways to go uphill. I'm breathing a little hard, but what do you expect? I'm an old man. It feels good though. This is why hikers sleep so well at night. Okay, a little bit longer, almost there. I actually thought about, look at that, look back and see how far you've come. It's pretty awesome. I actually thought about ducking under a banana tree because those leaves are like 5 feet long and 2 feet wide. I thought that would be a good quick protection, but then again, I don't know if this is gonna last, you know, 10 minutes or an hour, so I decided to keep going. See there? Look at those leaves. I'm pretty sure I could crawl up in there and be warm. Okay, one more hill up to there and I'll be back, dry off, relax a little bit. Okay, so I'm back, and just as I figured, as soon as I came back, sun broke out, and so the rain stopped, and now it is beautiful and steamy, which I guess is to be expected. But on the way back, I stopped. Let me tell you, I'll tell you, going to a grocery store or a mercado is fine, but eating local on the streets, I'll tell you, is great. I bought two cervezas, 2 Heineken beers, and 3 freshly made empanadas with beef and cheese. Those were just $4 US. A little more than $4 US. The 2 beers, oh my goodness, they were like I don't know, $3 US, give or take, depending on the currency, and that's for 2 of them. So my entire lunch was about $8 US and 53 cents for 2 beers, 3 empanadas, and great company. And close this to keep the cats out, and great service. So I'm telling you, that's the way to go. You just you eat on the roads, you pull over, you get incredible foods that are fresh and handmade, and it doesn't cost anything. So so I'm happy. Right now, the sun is glaring down on my head. Actually, I should be putting a hat on. You bald men out there, you know what I'm talking about. You cannot expose your head like this, especially in this hot Colombian sun. So anyway, I'll go back in a minute.